Today we're going to be talking about the Jaded Bandit, a warrior who specializes in the art of theft. So without further ado, let's get into the backstory. The Jaded Bandit was born in Skyrim. He was part of an infamous bandit clan called the Stone Fists. They would plunder small villages and rob noblemen on the highway. He always viewed the Stone Fists as family. They gave him his name due to his mysterious jade eyes. His skill in battle is unmatched. He can take down a foe in one swing. Their chief, Galmar Stonefist, was getting up in his years, and being second in command, the Jaded Bandit would soon take his place. This did not sit well with the others, so they made it their plan to get rid of him. One night they snuck into his quarters, only to be met with the fury of his blade. He threw 2 of them on the ground. 3 others had cornered him. He plunged his blade into one, and managed to escape. He had sustained many injuries, but he made it out alive. He jumped on his horse, and rode hard to Falkreath, for it was the only hold he didn't have a bounty in. Just outside Riverwood, he met a woman living in a small shack. She tended to his wounds and fed him. Leaving the woman, he set off to Cyrodiil in hopes of finding a decent living. Once he arrived in Coral, he got a job as a sellsword. He would clear out caves, kill goblins, or sometimes just guard people's land. He did this happily for about 2 years. One day, he was met by a thief breaking into his farm he was guarding. The thief had stolen more goods than he was being paid to protect the place, so he made a deal with the thief. He would allow his escape if he would split the wealth with him. The thief agreed, and they set off. This thief taught him how to sneak and how to make little noise while on a heist. Still, after all these years, he was enraged on how he was treated by the past bandit clan. He parted ways with the thief and set off to Skyrim to even the score. He had learned the whereabouts of the petty bandits. They once lived in a great fort. Now they live in a cave on the side of the mountain. They changed their name to Iron Hand once the past chief had died. Approaching the border, he had forgotten about his outstanding bounties. He was apprehended by the Legion and sent for execution. After the incident with Alduin at Helgen, he helped Hadvar escape, and in return, Hadvar promised to take care of his bounty. Once he made it to Whiterun, he overheard a guard talking about how the Iron Hands were held up in a cave called White River Watch. After dealing with the dragon and getting some help from his new housecarl, he journeyed to White River Watch and put down every single bandit. He had waited so long to finally fulfill this task that he didn't know what to do now. He remembered the thief talking about the guild. He thought that would be a good place to start, so he traveled to Riften and spoke with Brynjolf. The Jaded Bandit is a mix between a warrior and a thief. He specializes in the following skills: one-handed, sneak, light armor, and archery. Whenever the guild needs something done, he is always there, no matter if it's just roughing up a few lowlifes or stealing priceless gems from the Blue Palace. The Jaded Bandit wears the Blackguard's armor set. This can be obtained by using a plate and glitching through the door in the basement of the blacksmith's house in Raven Rock. Or you can just complete the blacksmith's quest and retrieve the armor that way. He also wears a Markarth City Guard cloak and a hunter's backpack to help with his skill in archery. For his weapons, he will use the Nightingale Blade, paired with a glass dagger. For his ranged attacks, he will use an ebony crossbow and his glass bow. I think the glass weapons match perfectly with his eyes, and the darkened color of the ebony crossbow and Nightingale Blade match the thief aspects of this character really well. Being a warrior at heart, he will live in Hindrelheim, located just outside the Reach. You will receive a letter about this house once you reach level 10. This is one of the funnest ways to play a thief in Skyrim. I really enjoyed making the backstory to this character, and I was sure to make it to where you, the player, would be fulfilling part of the quest in his backstory as you play through the game. This is only 3 of 4 builds I have made for this month's series I'm calling Tieftober. So if you don't want to miss any episode, or if you want to go back and watch some episodes, consider subscribing so you don't miss out. And as always, I will see all of my knights and squires, wizards and spell swords in the next one. Later.